So this is episode 2 of the renovation project for Freestyle. If you watched episode 1, you saw how we got to this point and how we got this house. So today I'm pretty excited to show you guys what the house looks like and the vision for this project as we pull into it right now. So this is it, 7841 Freestyle. This is the home that we bought because it checked a lot of boxes. Almost the home of our dreams, but we are going to make it the home of our dreams. And we are planning to document that entire process on video of how do we turn a house that we love and has a lot of things that are exciting about into the home that has every finish that we ever dreamed about. Coming in. Here we are. We finally closed on the house, and today I'm just going to give you guys a walk through the house, the way it looks right now, the day of closing, so that also I can tell you a little bit about what we're planning to do here to make it our own. So the first thing when you walk in that you notice, or that I noticed, was we have this white and gray floors everywhere. I mean, they are everywhere. And then the kitchen is white and gray, and the backsplash is gray, and everything is white and gray. And it's funny because the walls are actually a light gray tone, but they just look white because this is so light in here. First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna come through here, we're gonna rip off all of this flooring. So when there is tile flooring, people are always worried about, oh my God, how do you do that? How much does it cost to do that? So it's roughly $1.75 to $2 a foot to rip off the tile. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tear up all this tile. If we come into the kitchen, let's see, I'm gonna give you guys a second to see if you notice it. Beautiful kitchen, but where's the pantry? There is no pantry. So this is another thing. In the year 2020, when we're dealing with COVID-19 and people are doom prepping, maybe not having a pantry, not a good selling point. So you guys see these cabinets here. This was an option that the owners picked. But then by them doing this, they removed the pantry. So the pantry is supposed to be a closet that goes the whole length of this, and then you have a nice sized pantry. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it out, not as far out as the builder did, because we like this big space that's here for the kitchen table. And instead of having the opening on this side, where then you have one door and another door, and it just looks kind of busy, we're gonna have one big 48-inch opening in the front of it, and we're gonna put barn doors in there. If we come this way, would be the 4th bedroom in the house. It has its own bathroom, but then again, this is kind of where picking options, you need to be smart when you pick options, because same flooring as the rest of the house, but then the wall tile, they went with more, I think it's more of a brown tone, I would describe it as. And so brown and gray, the way that they laid it out here doesn't really work well. I really like this. My wife and I both really like this. We like that it was all the way to the ceiling. That's a nice touch. But we are gonna rip up all of these floorings. As we come into the family room, of course, the flooring is gonna be the big centerpiece. Another thing that I wanna do, if you look up, you see that the builder kind of already laid the foundation to put some nice wood beams on the ceiling, but they're not there right now. All you have is drywall beams, which are not very sightly. So we are going to be doing some nice, beautiful wood beams. So when you walk into this family room, it's going to feel warm. This room right now is the formal dining room. But in my family, my wife and I, we're not very formal people. So we don't need a formal dining room for anything. What we are going to be doing with this room is we're going to turn it into a playroom. The way we're going to accomplish that is this, it's going to get closed off because we don't want the playroom to be open to the main area of the house. And so we're gonna close this off in here, and you'll say, well, how do you enter the playroom? We are going to be poking a giant hole in this wall, so this is gonna be the entryway. If you see behind that wall is just one long hallway. And so that's gonna help break it up. This will be my daughter's room, and here there will be an opening for her playroom. So it will be able to be easy for her that when she's playing to go back and forth between her playroom and her bedroom. And this is Olivia's bedroom. One cool thing that I did like, this is an entire blackboard type deal, so she can write with chalk in that wall, and it's erasable. So that's a pretty cool touch that they did. We are going to be repainting this. All of this carpet's gotta go. And let's talk about carpet for a minute. When you are buying a house, if you're buying new construction and you're picking your options and you really like carpet because you like the way that it feels, do yourselves a favor, don't go with a super light color carpet. Because the problem with light color carpets is that if you see here, any little stain pops up. So this is just 1.5 year old carpet, but it might as well be 5 or 6 years old. We just have a small linen closet, and then we go to the next bathroom. And it's the same thing as the last one. Same tile everywhere. Same brown tone tile in the shower that does not go with the tile on the floor. So we're gonna really be changing this up. We go into this bedroom. One thing that we're gonna have to do in this house is put light fixtures everywhere. They didn't do that, which is another reason we got a good deal in this house. Same thing with the carpet, you know, it's gotta go. Doesn't look very good. And then here, this is something that's kind of annoying, but they had something on this wall that kind of stuck to the baseboard, and so you have all this black sticky stuff in there. It comes off, but it's definitely the type of thing that people should be aware of when you're buying a house. If it's furnished and you go to the final walkthrough, don't be surprised to run into stuff like this. So now we walk this way, this is gonna be blocked, this is gonna be a playroom, family room with amazing wood beams. This room, we haven't figured out what to do with it yet. So let's just go to the master bedroom. Giant master bedroom. This really was a thing that sealed the deal for us, because you have this giant room and then you have this space that's almost separate from the room. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do here. Where you see these pillars and these little half walls, we're gonna wall that in, and the sides of it and put French doors or a barn door, haven't decided yet. And then that space that's behind the camera right now, it's going to be our office. And then we go into the master bedroom. This is like a nightmare of white and gray tile. This house is 1.5 years old, and this tile dates the house at least 7 or 8 years. We have a little bit of a vision of what we want to do in here, but we haven't finalized the plans. But a little bit of it I'll share with you is, my wife and I, we're not tub people, so this thing has got to go. We are going to go with frameless shower glass, and we're going to put something very special in place of that tub. One thing that we're probably going to do here is, once this tub is gone, we're going to put a sauna in the master bathroom. You probably cannot tell the exact size in the video, but this is 9 by 14 closet. This is literally bigger than most bedrooms in houses today. And so, one thing when you have a nice house like this is maybe spending some money in the closet is not a bad idea, because you can't really take advantage of this space when you just have these wire racks everywhere. So all of these wire racks are gonna come out. We're gonna bring in some custom closets in here, and we're gonna get rid of this god-awful fluorescent lights that make everything look white and terrible. And so we're gonna drop 2 chandeliers, because that's what my wife wants. And then we're gonna put an island in the middle of this closet, and then we're gonna do the custom cabinetry around of it. It should really turn the closet from what it is now, which is just one giant room with a bunch of wire racks. It should turn it into a custom creation that becomes almost like a centerpiece of the house, even though not many people are gonna get to see it. All right, so we talked about the inside of the house. Now we're gonna go outside the house, and I'll tell you a little bit of what's gonna change out here. So this house has 2 garages. So this is the big garage, or the bigger of the two. It's a 2-car garage. And as you can see, super plain. We're gonna be doing some really cool flooring in here. We're gonna get rid of the god-awful fluorescent lights, and we're gonna put some nice recessed lighting in here. Why? Because I'm a car guy. I love my garage space, so it's gonna look the part. This is my version of my wife's dream closet. In the other garage, and we'll just have to walk around my giant truck here, but the other garage, that's where we're building our home gym. One thing that we did learn with COVID-19 and all the gyms closing is that you can't rely on having a gym membership, because sometimes those have to close down. So we've been kind of adding equipment and accumulating equipment over the last few years, and so we are ready to turn this space into our gym. It's going to have rubber gym flooring throughout the whole place. We are going to be redoing the lighting in here again, getting rid of the god-awful fluorescent lighting, putting some recessed lights, and this is going to double up as our gym and our storage place for all of our Christmas decorations and all sorts of things like that. One thing, both of these garages have windows, which is a really cool thing because it gets natural lighting in here. One bad thing is you don't want people looking into your garage if you're going to be working out in it. So we got to get some window coverings in all of these windows that look classy. They don't really stand out too much from the outside. All right, so this is the backyard and the back gathering area. There's a lot of space here, so we're going to be able to bring all our current furniture in here and grill and all that stuff. We spend a lot of time in the backyard, and then phase 2 or 3 of this project is going to be to add a swimming pool in this backyard. Now you know what the project is going to look like. Now you know what the canvas looks like. In the next episode, hopefully we get to show you some of the work already beginning, and this place tore up and a lot of flooring lifted. So stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to be a good one. Thank you.